I woke up one day and I was like, I want to try out for SNL. And then after some thorough research, it turns out you can't. They have to find you. So I'm going to do some stand-up at a bunch of comedy clubs. I hope there's a scout out there who thinks that I'm funnier than I actually am and is going to give me a shot. But I'd like to thank two of my favorite people in the world for coming out tonight. Napoleon Dynamite and the guy from the Six Flags Commercial.
Yes!
So I think that I am one of the most honest. Let's do this. My first comedy. I think that I'm one of the most honest and shameless guys that I know. You'll find that out in a few minutes, unfortunately, because I'm going to reveal a lot about myself. I got this cheat sheets. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I like to explore a lot about the world. I've been to every continent except for Australia. That includes Antarctica. I swear that's not a lie. And I've learned a lot. And, I like to learn a lot about people. One thing I like to learn about people is their masturbation style. For me, for example, I do one of these where I get a nice grip like this. Maybe I rotate a little bit, and then I stroke, and then as I'm ready to come, maybe 14 seconds later, I rotate, I go fast, and then, I don't know, people come in a tissue, or wherever, I just let it fly, or I aim it at myself, let it collect in my belly button, maybe sometimes yeah, I know, it's weird, I don't know why I do it, but then sometimes, one time, it hit me in the face. But it's okay because every time I wake up, I shower immediately afterwards. So it's like, I'm tainted, I'm clean, it's perfect. I wish that could happen to everyone. So I like to ask people, what's your style? What do you do? Maybe someone mentioned a finger in a butt or something. That's cool. I don't know if that's... I don't know. Yeah, but here's another thing that I do. I get boners a lot for no reason. Probably just because I'm really immature and I look 12 and probably haven't developed yet, even though I'm 20. I don't know why. So in high school, I used to do this. When the teacher would call me to the class, like to the front, to bring up my paper, and I had a boner almost every period for some reason. I don't know why. I would try to make it seem like the class didn't know I had a boner. So she'd be like, okay, Harris, here's your test, come up and get it. And I would do this. Hop like that, just like that. And then I would bend over, grab it, and I would just scoot it backwards because you couldn't see the boner that way.
That's actually a true story.
It's actually a true story. It's in all my classes, that kid back there. I'm not exaggerating. I'm very open about my penis. It's true. One thing that I did today, I decided like this morning I was going to come here and I got a spot and that's great. So I was on Google just typing in random shit like I always do. And I found out that if you type in why do and then any genre of people and then blank, it gives you the best suggestions of all time. For example, I typed in why do women and the first suggestion was period. So why do women period? Obviously, I click the link. It's hilarious. Then why do men? Why do men rape? Unfortunate. Why do black people say axe? Which I actually clicked on that link, and it turns out that when they were slaves on plantations, British people used to say axe instead of ask. And, the slaves wanted to impress their British owners, and they started saying axe, and it carried over, which is interesting to me. And then it was why do Indians? And the first suggestion was wear red dots. And that's just the most obvious. It's to separate them from the woo Indians. So we know what type of Indian we're looking at. And then I think this is the best because it really shows you who's got the power in the world. When you type in why do white people, the first suggestion is have such nice hair. So that's really So yeah, but I've explored the world, like I said, and I've noticed there's a lot of problems in this world. And one of those problems, I think the biggest problem that our country's been facing, as far as I can remember, is that cigarettes just look really cool to smoke. They're trying to stop cigarettes, but everyone's still smoking them. I think another problem, a lot of drug problems. I think the biggest problem with drugs is that it's too damn noticeable when you're on them. Either my eyes are red or my eyes are black, or I'm flapping my arms like this, thinking I have wings, and I'm screaming random shit that sounds like that, and then it turns out I look like the fucking crazy guy in the corner of the street who claims the world's going to end next week, and everyone around me is like, what the fuck are you doing? So that's why I stick to pot, because that's really not a real drug. So yeah, someone mentioned earlier we're in a recession, and okay, what does a 20-year-old Long Island Jew know about the recession? Cool. Well, I'll tell you, I know a lot about the fucking recession. I was in Starbucks the other day, and I ordered a grande low-fat mochaccino, and it's 33 cents higher, and they removed half of the fucking foam. And the foam is the best part. So thanks, Obama, you fucking douchebag that I voted for. Yeah, laugh at that, please. Make me feel confident about myself.
Let it be.
Talking about beverages, my mom doesn't know that she's racist, but I'm very confident that she is. We go to a lot of different types of restaurants, and I wanted to go sake bombing with her, and she went to order a sake bomb, and she was, one sake bomb, please. And I went, Mom, you can't fucking do that. So I was like, excuse me, we'll take 2 Sapporos and a thing of hot sake. And the woman was like, excuse me? My mom goes, sake bomb? And I was like, Mom, you can't do that again. I went, 1 Sapporo, 2 hot sake, thank you. And it turns out that I developed my mom's fucking traits because I'm bowing at these people as I order from them.
No, you gotta stop. You gotta stop.
And what about airline food, right? That shit sucks. Okay, so my balls have never dropped, if you can tell. Not a joke. My penis is actually higher than is lower than my balls. And when I get a boner, it looks like Pinocchio. And it actually looks like Pinocchio's when I'm wearing eyeshadow, because I have that awkward rash above my right.
He's never be allowed that.
Yeah. So about that, I like to call. Am I done?